In this video, we'll show you a walkthrough of how to use the Frontier Conflict and the Native Mounted Police in Queensland database. To help organise the tens of thousands of entries in it, the database is split into 4 main categories. These are people, camps, events, and archaeology. As you become more familiar with the database, you'll be able to delve deeper into subcategories within these 4 main areas. The first section we'll look at is events. When you open this page, you'll see a map, the explanatory text, and some icons. Here and elsewhere, you can use the icons to search specifically for different things within the underlying database, or you can search using the map itself. On the map, you'll see different types of events shown as coloured circles. These can be made visible or invisible using the tick boxes above the map. You can use the plus and minus buttons in the top left corner of the map to zoom in and out, and you can click and drag on the map to move it around. Using the timeline and slider above the map, you can constrain events to a specific time period, such as a particular year or decade. You can also use the slider to animate the map to show the spread of conflict events through time and across space. Every circle on the map represents a particular conflict event. You can click on any circle to find out what happened. For each event, we've collated descriptions of what took place and also analysed these accounts where possible. Just click on the pop-up that appears to see these details. Each event is connected to any officers or troopers known to have taken part and the camp those officers were based at. You can click on these entries to view more information about them. To print the record of an event, simply click on the print icon in the toolbar at the top of the record. You can also use the top toolbar to browse through all event entries. To search through the events, enter a search term in the box on the left. You can filter your search in many different ways to narrow down your results. To download information about multiple records, click on the download icon in the toolbar at the top of the page. This will generate a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Wherever you see this download icon in a toolbar, you can use it to download the data associated with the records that are displayed. If you're in the database, rather than on the web page interface, and you want to see where events took place, select Default View from the drop-down list in the toolbar at the top left of the page. You may have to recenter the map to see your selected events. Reverting to Content View will remove the map to show you just the text-based information. The second section of the database contains information on over 170 Native Mounted Police camps across Queensland from 1850 to 1904. If you already know the name of the camp you want to look up, you can type it into the filter box on the left side of the screen. Otherwise, you can change to the Content or Default view and then scroll down through the table to find the camp you're interested in. Then simply click on the camp name to see the information we've collected. Here you'll find historical documents and images related to each camp record, as well as secondary sources like books and articles that refer to that camp. You can click on any of these items to be taken directly to that entry. In each camp entry, you'll also find the names of officers and troopers who were known to have been posted there, as well as lists of associated events, and, if that site was visited and recorded by our team of archaeologists, a detailed site recording of what's visible there today. However, no precise site locations are available from this database. This is because many of these sites are on private property and cannot be accessed without permission of the landowner. The next section contains information on the people who made up the Native Mounted Police. Here you will find entries for more than 400 officers and 800 troopers identified in historical sources, as well as more than 1,800 other associated individuals. You can see timelines and a list of postings for each officer or trooper, any historical documents relating to them, any events they were known to have been involved in, and other information relating to them. The fourth section of the database contains the Archaeology. We visited and recorded the location of 39 Native Mounted Police camps and excavated 8 of them. The artefacts from each site have been catalogued according to either their material or their form. To see more of the data about any particular artefact, click on its catalogue number in the left column of the table. If you go back to the Archaeology section of the database using the menu along the top, you'll also see more general information about the camps we visited and those we excavated. You can also access interviews that allow you to hear directly from traditional owners speaking passionately about their community and family histories. It's important to remember that this is a massively complex database that's the end product of 4 years of research, and it can be explored in many different ways. From the main landing page, you can also start your journey using the search bar at the bottom left of the page, using keywords such as the names of people, places, or objects. And at any time when you're inside the database, you can click on any of the menu options along the top to navigate to another part of the database. If you're having difficulty using the database or things don't look on your screen like they do in this video, please check out the FAQ page on the website. There are many different settings that will alter exactly what you see on your screen. We've listed some commonly asked questions and troubleshooting issues on the FAQ page, as well as some tips and tricks that will help you to use the database effectively. We hope you enjoy exploring the database and discovering more about frontier conflict and the Native Mounted Police in Queensland. We invite you to visit frontierconflict.org and explore this valuable resource that might challenge what you thought you knew about Australia's history.